Okay, I have been seeing all these videos about it. How wonderful it is with Mexico. It's so inexpensive. You can have the house of your dreams for $1,500 a month or 1,000 or 800. I don't know where, but it is much cheaper, and you do get more for your money here. And I happen to love it and have lived here for a very long time. But I do know that there are people who turn around and go back to the United States. They just had enough. They just don't want to be here anymore. They don't care how cheap it is. And I've looked at the 5 different reasons for it. The main reason I'm going to get to, okay, I'm going to make you wait for that one. I'll say the fifth reason is start with allergies. If you've never had any allergies before you come to Mexico, welcome. You're about to find out just what your system is like. Because I moved here, never had any allergies, and within 3 months, when I moved south of the city, I should say, I wasn't living in the city, I had blotches, all the red itchy things were happening to me all the time. And so I said, what the heck is this? I went to see a doctor and he said, oh, you have allergies. I said, that's impossible. I've never had allergies in my life. Mm-hmm. So he gave me some salve and things, and I was still itchy. So then I went to see an acupuncturist. And she said, oh, well, your problem is you don't have allergies. Your problem is you're a vegetarian. You need to build up your system. Your tongue's all white. It's got to be a different color. I said, yeah, I don't think so. And she said, no, you have to have beef. And I went, yeah, I don't think so. She said, no, beef and bone broth. And I will agree to fish. And so I signed up for like 5 meetings with her. She would give me needles everywhere. And they felt very, very nice. And I really enjoyed the time there. And it was music. It was very good. However, I still had reddish cheekbones. Then I had some people over for dinner. I said, oh, reddish cheekbones. Oh, yeah, those are no-see-ums. What are they? Well, they're so tiny bugs that you don't see that bite you and give you these reddish bugs. Oh, okay. And so it'll take a few months and it'll go away. Oh, okay. And she was right. It did go away. However, everyone was wrong because the very next year, at around the same time, I broke out all over again. And I thought, what the hell is this? And I'm looking out my kitchen window and I see a small plane flying to about a mile or so away, maybe 2, over fields of produce that are being grown for the United States. And then I see the plane let go of spray. I went, oh. And then I broke out again. I broke out from the mist of whatever the heck they were putting on that field, not because I was allergic or I needed to eat meat or any of those things, and I moved. So you may have allergies, or you may be living next to a field where they're spraying it with poison and you have a normal effect. It didn't work for you. I think another thing that people can't get used to here are street dogs. They're really heart-wrenching. It's better than it used to be, I can tell you that. It's much better than it used to be. It used to be dead street dogs. At least now they're live street dogs. And there are organizations that down here, the Mexicans and Americans, who've gotten together, and they are really changing things. And now we actually have laws about animal abuse down here. So things have changed, but there's still more dogs than we would like to be. And I know people are appalled by it. Oh my God, the way people treat their animals. Oh, it's appalling. And Mexicans say, the way Americans treat their children is appalling. Before we start throwing stones, we should be careful that they don't get thrown back at us. There's a lot of dust here. I have no idea why there's so much dust, but there is a lot of dust here. I don't really have a problem with the dust, but I'm well aware of it. You clean my car, and the very next day it's like, dust. But I live near the beach, and the beach is the ocean. The ocean is not pure. It throws a lot of junk up at you all the time, so I'm used to it. Potholes make people a little bit crazy. There are a lot of potholes, and it's sort of like driving on a Le Mans course to avoid them, and you can't. They're going to get you. A flat tire is the norm, but then, Mexicans are very nice. You get a flat tire and you stop, somebody's going to stop and help you, so don't worry about that part. And people don't repair their potholes for a very good reason. If you have a pothole in front of your house and you say, I can't stand it anymore, I can't wait for the city to come in and do it, I'm going to fix it. Well, you just bought yourself a pothole for the rest of your life because the government said, oh, you fixed it. Well, now it's yours. So that's why they don't fix the potholes. But I would think the number one reason why people leave Mexico is the toilet paper. Toilet paper, yes, I said it. Some people still bring toilet paper in from the United States. There's not only the quality of toilet paper, which I'll get to in a moment, but that the sewer system is extremely aged in Mexico, from colonial times, unless you live in a newer city, which I happen to live in. A newer city, I don't know, it means about 100 years old instead of 500 or 600 or 1,500. So you have to keep a basket next to your toilet, and you put a used paper in there. And some people find that so disgusting they just can't do it. Those people being men, by the way. Women don't seem to have this problem. But men are I can't look at that. It's terrible. Yeah, I would think toilet paper. If you have a little problem with what you put on your backside, that isn't going to work for you. And also the quality. It's like a little bit of water, and it gets a little moisture, it dissolves. But, you could buy a decent quality at Costco and maybe even Walmart's. But, again, it's not caressable. Those are my 5 reasons I have observed why people don't last here.